Hi, I'm Paige. I'm a senior politics major here at Willamette University, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my research this year. Over the summer, as part of the scholarship that I'm working on, I was interning in Washington, D.C. part-time. I was a congressional intern for my House representative back home. On my days off, I would go to the Library of Congress to do my research. I read about 500 pages of congressional hearings for the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994, passed under Clinton, and the Comprehensive Addiction Recovery Act of 2016, passed under Obama. This semester, I will be adding the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986, as well as a media and cultural context analysis. My research for the presidential scholarship was inspired by two classes I was taking last semester, Death in America with Professor BASU'S and Restorative Justice with Professor Michaud. But the library has been a super incredible resource with research librarians. The law school across the street has also helped me a ton. I have received tons of support from not just my sponsor and advisor, but professors throughout the politics department and beyond, whether it's econ, astronomy. Professors have been contributing some feedback to my research, which helps me improve what I'm doing immensely.
Paige was originally enrolled in one of the courses I teach. It came to me somewhat embarrassedly and said she needed to leave the class. We let students add and drop during the kind of initial moments of the semester because there was something else that she needed to take that was more important or better. And then after the first week was done, she came back somewhat sheepishly and said she'd like to get back into the class. But that's probably the worst impression you can make. It's fine to leave a class, but don't come back.
In the beginning, it's kind of scary because I like to say he's a walking thesaurus, so he knows a lot of words. So everything I turn into him, sometimes he'll write a sentence back and then wow, I can't think of a better way to say that.
I guess the first thing I would want to say actually is that it's quite common for faculty to have one-on-one interactions with students. But in this case, because it was a sort of special kind of research opportunity, a competitive one, I usually like to have seen a student's writing. I like to know that the student can actually deliver. In her case, I hadn't actually seen her written work. And so I'll sort of confess that I kind of tested her in the sense that I pushed a lot of readings on her. You know, you can sort of get a sense, is the student doing the readings? Are they up for the challenge? Do they fade in the presence of the growing complexity of the thing that they're wanting to take on? And to her considerable credit, I mean, she didn't. And I think she's really risen to each of a number of successive challenges. Since you called me out for being a thesaurus. So that's a good question, but what I will tell you is, because of the way I teach, I do not reveal my preferences. It's actually quite important to me, from a partisan perspective, from an intellectual perspective. I really like the fact that when I teach the history of Western political philosophy, at any given moment, students think I'm all about that philosophy. It could be Machiavelli saying, kill first, or it could be Plato saying, orient your soul towards the good.